What's up, gamers? Here we are, making the kelp farm. At some point, I want to make an automatic one, but for now, if I ever need to collect kelp, we'll do it here. So here's my little access point that I have going on. Now all I have to do is wait for this to grow and hope that it doesn't fuck up this top part. Give me your hair! Give me your hair! Give me your hair! Okay, while I'm over here, here's the farmhouse. We've finished it. The basement is unfinished as of right now. I'm just gonna have chests up the walls and then maybe some more crafting blocks around here. Oh, this is gonna blow your shit out right out your ass. Check this out. Ignore that coal. Look where we are. Ain't that bonkers? Check that shit out. I think it's cool. It's gonna be useful once the railway is running. Sound of Fellboy busting both ankles. Oh man, that's like an entire stack. That's so cool. But yeah, my brother was like, hey, you want to make pumpkin pie? And I'm like, that sounds pretty fun. Let's do it. And then he's like, okay. And he just ignores me and texts all his friends. He's like, I'm going to call someone who's really good at baking and then they're going to help me. You can go away until it's done. And I'm like, okay. Last night, I might post it somewhere in the Discord, but I wrote this stupid shit post. I think it's so dumb. It's like this horror story, and it's like, I was scared and I heard this sound that was like squish, swish, and then plop. But it turns out it was the sound of me shitting and my poop running out down on the leg of my pants. And it's like this huge like 5-paragraph thing. It's like, this is you, reader, shitting yourself as you read this. I'm gonna start doing like crazy redstone builds or something, because I want to make an automatic kelp farm. Oh, more lava to collect. My favorite. Hey, what's up, Fresh Frog? Welcome back to the shitty, terrible live stream. I'd like to do like a short video where I see how much stuff I get from collecting this farm, because I've collected some of it. A break. There's not even Halloween in my area, where we're not allowed to, because of COVID. Also, none of the houses in my, I don't know, it doesn't feel like Halloween, and that sucks, because it's my favorite holiday. Yeah, we hit 600, totally didn't hit that before, and then just lost them. You know, I'll give you a grand tour from spawn. Here's my house. This is all survival. I've been slowly doing this over a couple of, let's check the playtime actually. Time played. An entire week in game. One of the main themes with this survival world is we do like signs for viewers. So viewers can use channel points to do signs. There's also rewards for certain, you know. I'm probably going to take a huge break from Minecraft, but yeah, that sucks, having your world deleted. I have all my old Xbox worlds still on my hard drive for my Xbox. I keep it in a box. Here's one of my little farms. It's pretty slow because I'm never in this area, but you know. Oh. We have kelp, boys! We have kelp! Don't say Ote, please. Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, I don't think these ones here are like sources all the way up to that point yet. Oh no, people saw the sign. Here, throwback. A shout out if anyone here remembers the Fellboy interview show. None of you. Absolutely, except maybe Break Network, but I don't even think he was here for all that. It was this thing I was trying to have set up where it's like playing video games and talking to weirdos. Like literally, just like interesting people that I could find online. Underground artists, small content creators. And I was trying to, oh, that's a lot of bamboo. Basically, not just like any random person, but you know, small time content creators. And they all went bad, or they all asked for money. Like I never got a single person on the show. It was the worst thing ever. I would love to bring it back. People who just do weird shit, or maybe what the hell? Oh, cool, break. I hope this isn't the whole thing, because that'd be infuriating. There we go. That scared the shit out of me. Anyway, so, you know, possibly controversial, and they were all absolutely, you know, they're freaks for a reason. I had people think the whole thing was like a setup and a troll to like expose them. I had people like ask for insane, just like completely unreasonable amounts of money. This guy's like, if you want me to appear on your pathetic show, I need $90 an hour. Plus, I need like a limo there. And it's like, hey, it's an internet show. Just hop on the Discord or a Skype call and we can talk about it and play games together. You know, that's the thing. And I think they're both. But the two characters to get to this, the first one was obviously like Chris Chan. Even though he does not deserve any of like the shit that's still going on with him, I just want to ask him like what he personally feels. Well, Cheese Man, the first one was Chris Chan. The second one, I don't know if you guys know about this person. I think some like viral videos were made about him, but I've been following him for like 3 years. Hard Rock Nick. He's this like douchebag who puts on this dumb like persona on like Instagram and YouTube and acts like he's fucking rich and has like 100 houses, but he's clearly not. And I just want to ask him like what the deal is, if it's a character he's playing like about his life. I asked him. He was one of the first people, because I emailed out like a bunch of people like, hey, I'm doing this thing, would you be interested? Because Hard Rock Nick has like a tiny following anyway, so like I don't know, he never does stuff like this. And he's like, I'm tempted to bill you for this email alone, but I will oblige. I will be paid like $3,000 for this show. God, it was nuts. He was one of the ones who asked for money, obviously. It's like, if you were so rich, you wouldn't be asking me for that much money. Review My Hero Academia fans. Tonight, we're gonna do the Phasmophobia with Cheese Man. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be sick. Tune in, it's gonna be huge. Who should we raid? Let's see who's online first, that's important. Yeah, anyway, bye everybody. Also, what's up, Meep? Thanks for already being here somehow before I started streaming. How did you know? What the fuck?
They knew.
It's so weird. Like, I never said anything about it, and I'm just on Twitch, and my chat gets a message. I'm like, what the hell? We're doing pretty good. We're gonna be doing some realms later with y'all. Man, everybody's here for the early stream. What's good? Hi, Meep. You've said hi like 10 times. No, what's up, Meep? That's like the 5th time you've said hi. Oh, this is funny for all the homies here. So, yeah, Meep, he was here before I was streaming somehow. I never announced it in the Discord. I just pulled up my stuff. He just like said hi in my chat, and I wasn't even streaming. I'm like, what the hell? Vibama. I'll go on the realm in a little bit. I just wanted to do some in the single player. Also, Stinky's in the title because she's right here. A slime? I assume he's like in this cave. Yep. Yep, that's where they all are. Just kidding.
They're falling in there.
I know. We got some balls. Cheese Man said hi, Stinky. Man, these torches got me fucked up. I think I'll go mine in the nether because that's you know, what I'm supposed to be doing. This is crazy. Look at all this shit. Oh, I'll make a lodestone. That's a perfect task. Okay. Oh, it's gotta be an ingot. I thought it was scrap. What's up, Cheese Man? Over here is where I sat for 4 hours for some sort of like an unboxing. One of the biggest requests I got when I asked people what kind of streams they wanted, it was like unboxings and IRL streams, and I like that. That's cool. Someone else said that I should do subscription boxes. And there's a couple of those that I'm interested in. The main one is probably like, I don't know if you guys heard of Battle Box. It's mostly just like gear. Yeah, and then Loot Crate is the other one. I might even get both. Dude, get out of my house. So, we went to the park this one time at night with our camping stuff, because we're punk kids, and we thought we were like, I don't even know. Tacticool would be a word to describe it. Mall Ninja would also be a word to describe it. Play Roblox, yeah, that'd be real scary. So we went to the park to like test out our gear, some flashlights, some night vision goggles, and some bushcraft stuff. So we had some pretty big knives. Not machete level of like knife, but like, if you go on Amazon and look up like jungle knife, you'll probably find something pretty close. We were dumb kids, is what we were into. Played too much Call of Duty, thought we were awesome. So we were out there with like our bushcraft stuff and like all of our gear, just like vibing in like the park at night, literally not bothering anybody. We get there, and for some reason in the park, there's other kids there, and we don't want to be weird, so all of our stuff's in our bag. And we're just like talking to these people, and surprisingly some of them were like in our neighborhood. They're like we knew. So we're there, and We're just hanging out, talking about what we're doing. We weren't like super cringe about it, but it was pretty cringe. It's how you are. And apparently, 2 of the kids in like the other group were like fighting right at the edge of someone's property. So the cops get called, and we're like terrified. I did some video game stealth moves in this one. This is so fucking funny. So Otter and our other friend Kyle grab their bikes and they dip. Unfortunately, my bike was somewhere slightly in like a different location, so I couldn't get to it in time. So I'm running through the field as the cop car turns into the field, and luckily the grass was high enough so it was blocking the headlights, which is, one, in my opinion, I think that's very irresponsible. What if I just like laid down and ducked? I would have gotten run over. So I'm like hiding in the woods as these cops, one cop, the other one was like talking to the kids and find out what happened, like searched for us for some fucking reason. We weren't even involved, but I guess it is like suspicious. And you know, if there were a bunch of kids and something happened, I was like, hey, are you involved? And someone was like, no, I wouldn't believe him either. Yeah, we're like running. We eventually loop back around. They have their bikes and they're waiting at the front because at the entrance of the park, there's like a school. They're at the front of where the school is. We were deep in. We weren't like hanging out behind the school with a bunch of weird shit. They're at the front area of it, and I'm all the way in the back, and my bike is like right behind the school on the other side from where I am, and the cop is like just chilling there. I guess the rest of the people left. I do the video. I can't believe this fucking worked, by the way. I grab this rock and I just like I throw it in the opposite direction, and he goes and like investigates. It was so fucking funny. And then we grab my bike. Now my bike wasn't right next to him. It's not like he was like guarding it and he just walked away when I threw something. What it was I was in the woods near the school. I had to go the other way, like past him to where my bike was, like 20 feet away or so. And I tossed this rock like into the little trash area so it would hit the dumpster and make some fucking commotion. And of course he'd go because he's looking for these kids who were like fighting each other and apparently doing drugs. Because my area is insane. Yeah, it's a Metal Gear IRL. It really wasn't anything crazy. Look at this big cavern. Sometimes Minecraft cave generation is pretty cool, but oh fuck, that's a lot of cool stuff. Russian Elmo. Fuck. Oh, and I could segue this into my thing. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this reveal. Stick around to the end of this segment of stories for a reveal. Femboy Hooters? Yes. Alright, so there's this abandoned neighborhood. It was actually, I don't want to reveal too much about my area, but it was if you know what a Superfund site is, it's a Superfund site. There is cadmium. There's cadmium in the ground soil. It's terrible. It was an air base, and they dumped a bunch of, it was just like poorly managed chemical waste everywhere. But also they dumped a bunch of fire extinguishing foam out into the yards, and it poisoned everything. It's terrible. If you're not aware of Superfund, look into it. It's a fucked up thing. Superfund is a program that's like dedicated to cleaning up these sites, but they're referred to as Superfund sites. It's just horrible toxic chemical sites that the United States ignores, but it's scary in there. It's these little houses. Actually, if you go on the YouTube and you look at the Death Grips music video that we have before Death Grips was super cool, we had licensed, by the way, ain't that cool? You could see at the end sequence everything that takes place inside the house, where we like the doors are kicked in and we punch through one of the closets. That's in one of the abandoned homes there, just because it has this like empty, like liminal vibe that we liked. So yeah, if you want to see that and you want to check on the YouTube, hit it up. Oh, there's two things. I just remembered another thing that is actually very spooky. Not really like ghost scary. So we called it like Suicide House or something, but I guess somebody just like went there and had like a breakdown. But basically we called it Suicide House, and everything, it was just like emo shit, but written on literally every surface. Literally every inch of the wall was just like covered in like Sharpie markers, and all the empty ones were like all over the floors. And it was just like depressing shit, really. And I guess it was somebody's like emotional outlet, which is cool. I'm glad people can like find a way to cope in like a world, I guess. But for us, it was kind of like, it was unnerving to be in an environment like that. It was like looking into somebody's like psyche, but we never knew who they were, or still are. They probably didn't die. But it was all stuff about like suicide and like, you know, it was very depressing and like dark. And it was, the vibe in there was so weird. It was like completely silent, and it just smelled like old house. If I ever go back there, because again, big reveal coming up soon. If I ever go back there, I will definitely take videos for you guys if it's still standing. We went back there a few months ago because I was doing research for one of my classes on that area and that super fun site. That's how I know there's all the chemical balances and shit in there. There was this one building we always wanted to break into, but it was like too well guarded. Not guarded, but like well secured. It had like a big steel door. It wasn't a full-size building. It was really a small office and a shed for like lawn care shit. So we're not breaking into like secret lab or anything crazy like that, you know? The windows were like barred over and boarded up from the inside, so we couldn't even see what was in there. And a few months ago, when we went back and that one house was burned down, do I have an office? I'm a basement dweller at heart. I'm currently sorting out like 500,000 Lego pieces. So for the past couple months, I'm ashamed to admit, I've had this huge pile of Lego behind me. You've probably heard it when I have people over because they'll kick it around. Listen to this. I don't know how well this will be picked up. That's because I have this giant like pile of Lego I've been sorting through like an hour or two a day, and I haven't even made a fucking dent in it. And this isn't like, again, not ghost related, just like the scariest thing ever, because it's just like imagining what the fuck happened. The door, the giant steel door, like the most secure door, imagine just like an unopenable door, was fucking bent in half. It was still attached to the bottom. Somebody grabbed the top and with like insane godlike strength bent this steel door in half towards them. I don't know what kind of a horrible ogre of a monster man could fucking do that. I'm gonna take this time while it's an emote only to answer everything in the Discord Q&A. So reading your questions and answering your questions. Let's do it. Daily, what kind of streams y'all want to see? Because I'm out of ideas. You can still answer these, by the way. I'll just still check it. 3 people said Lego, which is funny because I didn't think those did that well. But it's one of the most requested things we have here. Isaac said, I'm gonna read this exactly how Dale ask me questions. I assume he meant daily. Are you ever thinking, spelled wrong, about how it's cool, TRB, to do something that's cool? I don't know what that means. Break Networks daily, which is, this is so funny to me. I don't know if this is just like a giant shitpost from you guys, if it's like a giant shitpost, but the idea of the Q&A was supposed to be, I ask a daily question for you to answer, and with your answer, you could ask me anything you want, so it's this cool back and forth, where it's not entirely focused on me, but also it's not just like tons of like, you know, viewer questions. But everybody keeps asking their own questions for everybody else, not for me. So, here's Breaks Daily. Break it if you're here. I don't know why you do this, but you can keep it up. Name 4 words to describe Fel. Here's the 4 words to describe me according to BreakNet. No, according to these people. Man, guy, dude, male was Isaac's. That's very, very literal, very technical. GURPS was Guy Vibama Simps 4, which is pretty good. GURP, but if cool, was Vibama's. Continuing the beef, of course, they're always on each other. And here's the worst one. Here was today's proper one that I did. And literally nobody answered this one. Tell me a cosmetic build y'all want in the world, and I'll replicate it in my world like you like to do in Minecraft. GURP said, okay, so first I would have to apple-bottom jeans, then boots with the fur, and that's all. Then DeBoom said, with the fur, and then apple-bottom jeans. The whole club was looking at jeans. She hit the jeans. That's what he said. Vibama said, shit-stained pants. DeBoom continued to talk about jeans. And then Isaac said, make a giant soda bottle and turn it into a squid farm. And I gotta be honest with y'all, none of those are ideas I would want to do. Maybe the shit-stained pants. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna, first off, the most embarrassing thing ever, because I can't just like leave you guys on red with that one, because that's a story. Yesterday, damn, notice it before me. So we're going to buy these bikes, and we buy the bike, it's fine, everything is fine. We are riding the bike around the parking lot in the back, messing around. I get off the bike, and we're like, okay, cool, we bought the bike. We're outside. All right, that's all the setup for the story. Here's the thing. Right? And this haunts me to this day. It was such a small thing, but I was so fucking embarrassed. I'm standing next to my dad, and we're getting ready to leave, and I noticed that he's got like a scooter in his hand, and we're just there to buy me and my brother a bike. So of course the natural question to ask is, what's the scooter for? Are y'all following me? You know, you understand what's happening here? So of course I ask that question. I'm like, what's the scooter for? And I look over, and it's not my dad I'm standing next to. It's some other fucking dude in the parking lot standing next to me who bought a scooter. And he's like, it's for riding. Like, oh my god, no shit it is. I didn't, like, fuck. And then, of course, like, I tried to play it off. Like, I knew that. I'm not even like, oh, sorry. I could have just been like, you're not my dad, ugly ass bitch, or something, you know. But no. I had to be like, oh, I knew that. So I'm like, yeah, it just looks like it's just a small scooter. That's why I was asking. Like, I don't know, you can ride that thing? What the hell? And just, like, digging myself deeper into this hole of, like, I fucked up. And it was just embarrassing. I don't know, I remember it, I'm like, damn, I was a dumbass kid. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go...